she told me champagne secrets.
Bottle pop, truth drop, welcome to the show. Champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code, we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you gonna glow.
Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex. To the show, champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code, we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow. Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex.
2nd and let's talk. Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage.
Confidante, what is your profession? See my friend, nothing but soldiers and empowerment over here.
Pop that cork, let it rain, living lavish, no restraint.
Can I be yelling out gang gang? Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. Can I be yelling out gang gang? Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside with my gang. Can I be yelling out gang gang? Do you gang bang? I be outside with my gang gang. Chunk your gang signs if you gang bang. I be outside.
You want
with my
answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Champagne gang, FizzFam, confidants, and visitors to the Champagne City. Baby, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all, that's one of my favorite lines in the movie, baby. You can't handle the truth. That's right up there with this guy that I like to watch on YouTube. His name is Reese Waters. And when he comes on, he says, I'm Reese Waters and I'm trouble. Like, y'all gotta go check him out. Hold on one second. Hold on. This is his page on YouTube, y'all. This ain't even a paid promotion. Y'all know I ain't even like that. This ain't even a paid promotion. But y'all know I be wanting y'all to go other places and check out other stuff, you know, so that y'all can go over on Discord and drop in the Discord and let me know, hey, Empris, listen, there's a story being covered and you might need to go look up this information so we can do a show. Y'all know how it go, but he's good. If y'all like politics, but done kind of in a comical way, You would love his channel. You would love his channel. So please go over there and check it out. Hold on, I need something to drink. How y'all doing today? Y'all know a girl recovering from her birthday. From her. Y'all, let me stop playing. I just made 49 years old. Ain't no recovering. I wasn't trying to turn up. I wasn't trying to go out. I wasn't trying to kick it. I wasn't trying to party like it's 1999. Nope, I got up, recorded myself, putting on my makeup, put on some comfortable clothes, went by my daughter's house, and she cooked, made me a dinner. It was some steak. I think it was ribeye. Y'all, they was juicy. They was juicy. And some broccoli that she had seasoned to perfection. And some little small potatoes. It wasn't the red ones, but they were small. Lord, it was so good. It was so good. So that was my birthday dinner. And one of my goddaughters came down with her grandson. So y'all look. I say that for y'all. I am no longer at a place where I need to turn up. Turn up for what? Turn up for what? Turn up for what? I'm at a Netflix and chill stage. Like, I can't even make it up. I'm at a Netflix and chill. See, my problem is I no longer have Megan knees. Baby, I got Mildred knees now. So I'm not, Me and Stairs don't even like each other no more. Baby, your body will let you know when you getting older. And I don't play with it. We ain't taking no chances. Stuff don't heal the same way it used to when you get a little bit older. Now, welcome in, Champagne Gang. Come on through. Progressive One Niecy from the D. Come on in. Staying out the way, baby. That's what I'm saying. So I chill. But if y'all still want to, drop some little videos, you can send a super chat or you can send a cash app. If you want to support the channel, throw some dividends this way to keep us going with all this beauty that you see. We won't be mad at you. We won't be mad. But before we get into today's show, let's get into a little something that we used to do a while ago, and I don't know why I stopped. Y'all got to start reminding me. We've got to get back into our positivity and our affirmations. So are you guys ready to get affirmed and be positive? I'm sure y'all done had a whole lot of negative going on through this day. Y'all done dealt with negative people, negative attitudes, negative thoughts, negative bosses. The bills is negative. Just everything negative. Your account negative. the cabinet negative. The refrigerator just negative. Let's get some positivity to replace that negativity we've dealt with today. You ready? So y'all listen. If I would affirm you with something today, and hold on one second for me. It would be this. Trust yourself. We've spent so much time trusting everybody else. We've trusted everybody's opinion. We followed everybody else's instruction. We've gotten up when other people told us to get up. We've worked where other people told us to work. We stayed in church for hours and hours and hours on end because somebody else told us to do it. We chose career paths because somebody else told us to do it. When are you going to start trusting you? God did not create you a carbon copy of anyone else. He made you you. You are unique. There's nobody else like you. Nobody else thinks like you. Nobody else moves like you. Nobody else operates like you because there is only one you. And because there is only one you, that means the only individual that can do something about you is you. So at what point do you start trusting you? If we would have taken the time to trust us with a lot of the situations that we went through, we wouldn't have went through so hard. We wouldn't have went through so long. Because the same God that speaks to other people, he speaks to you. He speaks through you. He gave you the blueprint. So why are you trusting the blueprint to someone else's hands? Not only why are you trusting the blueprint to someone else's hands, why are you not opening the blueprint and bringing it to fruition yourself? Write the vision, make it plain upon tablets, and men may run that see it. When are you going to start running with the vision that you wrote on the tablets? Because maybe if we start doing that, we'll start trusting ourselves and stop ending up broken because we trusted everybody else. Trust you. It's time to trust you. Your vision, your dream, your direction. Trust you. Move forward. Seek God. Listen to him. He speaks to you. You don't have to be afraid. He speaks to and through you. Allow him to give you the direction and stop allowing others to lead you astray. And if you agree with that affirmation, drop some champagne glasses in the chat for me. Let's toast. So y'all listen. We got a full show today, so we're going to get into it. Make sure you have your chargers in hand because this is going to be a full one. Make sure you have your favorite glass of bubbly, even if that bubbly is sparkling water. Say hi to a few people in the chat because we're friendly over here. And let's get ready to get into it. So y'all, I was perusing the streets of Instagram. Y'all, is the music too loud? Put a 1 in the chat if the music is just right. Put a 2 in the chat if I need to turn it down some. Just right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Progressive. So I ran across this question on Instagram. So I want to know what y'all feel. So drop in the comments if you're replay gang, then drop in the comments and let me know what you think. It says you've got to appreciate the $13 to $15 an hour job before God blesses you with the $21 an hour job. You got to appreciate the 2008 vehicle before God blesses you with the 2022. You got to be grateful in the 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment before God places you in a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Some of us are stagnant in our life because we're focusing too much on what we don't have or comparing our life to the next person's. God ain't gonna bless the ungrateful, but he will exalt the humble. James 4:10. Let me know what y'all think about that. Y'all know how we say two things can be right at the same time, right? It can be absolutely right that God blesses the humble. But what we're dealing with now, I don't think we're dealing with a bunch of ungrateful people, even though we do have a lot of people who are ungrateful. What we're dealing with now is a lot of people who are in survival mode. And it's not about looking at what others have and seeing what I don't or comparing myself to someone else. It's about understanding that where I am is not equipped to meet my needs. And I'm trying to figure out, what do I need to do to get to the next level? Because although I'm grateful that I'm here, in order for me to be okay, I need to be here. You have a lot of people right now who are figuring out how to survive. Hold on, y'all. I need some water.
When I told her what I did, she gave me champagne. That's when she told me champagne secret. Champagne. Ooh. Champagne. That's when she told me champagne secret. Ooh. Champagne.
First of all, how about this interface? I feel like this interface is interfacing. Feel like it's interfacing, y'all. So listen. A lot of people right now are just trying to survive. They're trying to make it. They're trying to figure out a way out. They're trying to figure out the next best move. Everybody is not ungrateful. That's number one. And even though you do have ungrateful individuals who are not appreciative of the 13 to 15, one of the bigger problems is you got people who are working in these jobs and they're dealing with trash CEOs. They're dealing with tired supervisors and managers with God complexes who feel like they can talk to and treat people any kind of way. And a lot of times we count it as ungrateful because we want to say, be grateful that you have a job, because there's a lot of people out there who don't have a job, which is factual. But I do not have to be your doormat just to collect $13 to $15 an hour. I won't. You can't talk to me any kind of way just because you feel like you have a position and a little power. No, thank you. God, the Lord didn't tell me I had to. I'm a person just like you are. I'm an individual just like you are. I come up, punch a clock and give 150% just like you do. You don't have the right privilege or authority to think that you can look at me and talk down to me. No, thank you. Because I know my worth. No, the hell, thank you. Bye. I walk away in 2.2. A lot of times we have stayed too long when we should have walked out the door and kept going and didn't look back. And that same God that y'all said y'all believe in, trusted him to open another door. That's why the affirmation is, this time trust yourself. That's the theme for today. I want y'all to drop in the chat and put hashtag trust yourself. This time you gotta trust you. Trust you. Well, y'all know how much we done messed up trusting the wrong people and putting our trust and our faith and our business and our time and our energy into the wrong people because somebody else told you that they knew the direction for your life. Instead of you getting on your knees seeking the Father who created you and saying, you know what, God? It's me and you. It's me and you. It's me and you. It's on us this time. Should have learned that a long time ago. But, we walk around like the woman with the issue of blood. The Bible says she had spent all she had trying to get well before she finally went to Jesus. That's what the scriptures say. That be us. That be us. See, we don't never walk away when we need to walk away. We don't. We wait till we don't have no energy left. We don't have no money left. We don't have no time left. Our patience is unemployed. We just done. We bitter Bettys, negative Nancys. We just FAFO all the time. All the time. Because we didn't walk away when we should have. So choose you. Trust you. This time. It's okay. Same God that talked to me, that talked to everybody else, He talked to you. Problem is, I'm not listening. Not listening. It's hard to hear a silent voice in a crowd full of noise. Sometimes you got to learn how to isolate yourself and separate yourself so that you can hear clearly. Because you're not going to be able to hear clearly as long as your hearing is clouded by a bunch of noise. Trust yourself. Drop them in the chat again. # trust yourself. This time, I need you to trust you. Because that's the first step to believing in you, is trusting in you. Because if you trust you, then you'll believe in you. Then you'll believe in the decisions that you make. And you won't second guess yourself into failure because you didn't trust you. If we're going to talk about it, then let's talk. Scoot up. But let us get ready to get into this show. All right? So first up, y'all ready for the switch? Y'all ready? So the first up, we have this whole debacle with Jimmy Kimmel. Y'all, I'm so sick of this government. I don't know what to do. I don't. Everybody, y'all remember a few months back, we were having a conversation and I asked y'all the question. Do y'all think these celebrities, because that's all politicians are, they just like legal celebrities. That's it. Do y'all think these politicians are getting too soft? Ask y'all that. We are in a day and age where everything is cancel culture. If you talk about the gays, cancel. If you talk about the trans, cancel. If you talk about politicians, cancel. If you talk about celebrities, baby, cancel and lawsuit. Everybody is so... See, I came from a time when you had to live through your mama joke. Y'all remember them? Y'all remember ribbing? Y'all remember the time when you better have tough skin when you went around your family because none of them had a filter? Do y'all remember that time? When did we get so sensitive? When? So, Jimmy Kimmel did what he do. Y'all know late night is about roasting any and everything. Any and everything that happens gets roasted on late night in one of the most hilarious ways. Like, I'm trying to understand, like, this generation couldn't have handled like Archie Bunker. Y'all couldn't have handled Living Color. Y'all couldn't. You really couldn't handle the Jeffersons. Y'all sing the song, but y'all couldn't handle that. When did we lose backbone where everybody's sensitive about everything? But let's get into how this all started. How did it? Fred Sanford and Son, Progressive, exactly. They couldn't have handled it. Them shows would have been canceled. Episode 1. Y'all ain't fun no more. Y'all don't know how to kick back, laugh, and joke. Just yeah. Y'all need a hug. What? When did we get so butthurt by everything? Everything. Yeah, but I'm 76, baby. You know, yesterday was my birthday. I'm 76, baby. So I come from a different time, sweetie. You people knew when they was going too far, right? You knew when you was taking it too far, like talking about somebody deceased relative. Like there was boundaries, and see that kind of stuff will get your ass whooped. But your mama jokes and all of that. We call these African booty scratchers and all that. Oh my God, y'all. But let's get into how this all started. Hold on 1 second. Champagne.
It is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirkman.
There was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. Okay. He's at the 4th stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay? And it didn't just happen once. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got...
Now, y'all know, I love me some Jimmy Kimmel. You can't make me AM. It's supposed to be funny. Now, they pulled his show because they said that he made remarks against Mr. Kirk, who passed away. His statement was against Trump. Jimmy Kimmel is always talking about Trump. Every show, he probably had something on there where he roasting the hell out of Trump. Y'all got y'all feelings hurt. At the end of the day, it was factual. That's what late night TV does. It takes factual stuff. He didn't make up nothing. You said it, sir. You did it. If you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at yourself. Agent Orange, be mad at yourself. You got up there when you can't even be mad at the news reporter. They asked you a question. This was your response in front of the world. And now you mad because somebody got something to say about it. You big man. You big man. You mad man. Y'all, I can't. I want the world to grow some balls. I don't know where they went. And I'm not, because this is where y'all got it messed up at, right? Because somehow y'all think grow some balls mean go out and sticky, icky everybody. Y'all think it means jump into a gang and terrorize the neighborhood. No, stand 10 toes on something that makes sense. Stop being so butthurt and sensitive over every little thing. Why? Laugh. It was funny. If you're going to be mad at anybody, check yourself. Hell. Be careful. Start using the damn prompter. PA, something. Because Trump don't give a damn. He don't use nobody. He don't care what he say. He don't plan a speech, write a speech. Trump don't do none of that. Trump just, child, Trump don't care. He don't care. I don't even understand why we don't get he don't care. Because he ended some war for days. So now he cares about us. Because he deployed the military to clean up the streets. Now, I'm happy about that one, though. Don't get me wrong. Now, I ain't saying everything that he do is bad. And that ain't what I'm saying. But I'm saying what I'm saying. You said it, mister. But now listen. So, after his show was canceled and pulled indefinitely because Trump's feelings was hurt, well, baby, the late night community came out and they got a little something to say about Jimmy Kimmel being canceled. Check this out. Wait a minute. Okay, there it go. My OES tripping now. Hold on a second.
What I did, she gave me champagne. That's when she told me champagne secret. Champagne. Ooh. Champagne. That's when she told me.
Okay, there we go.
I still have a show, though, right? Okay, good. All to the Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. But tonight, we are all Jimmy Kimmel. I still have a show, though, right? Okay, good. Yesterday, after threats from Trump's FCC chair, ABC yanked Kimmel off the air indefinitely. That is blatant censorship. And it always starts small. You know, remember like in week 1 of his presidency, Gulf of America. Call it Gulf of America. Sure, seems harmless, but with an autocrat, you cannot give an inch. And if ABC thinks... If ABC thinks that this is going to satisfy the regime, they are woefully naive. And clearly, they've never read the children. Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Book, If You Give a Mouse a Kimmel. and to Jimmy, just let me say, I stand with you and your staff 100%. And also, you couldn't let me enjoy this for like 1 week. Just come on. Book, If You Give a Mouse a Kimmel.
Well, guys, the big story is that Jimmy Kimmel was suspended.
Now, he another fool. If y'all don't watch late night, baby, some of the funniest shows, some of the funniest roasts to what's going on in the world right now happens when you watch these late night shows. And if you can't catch them at night, baby, just wake up the next morning and catch them on YouTube. When I tell you have your gut hurt, screaming.
By ABC after pressure from the FCC, leaving everyone thinking WTF. This morning, I woke up to 100 text messages from my dad saying, I'm sorry they canceled your show. I go, that's not me. That's Jimmy Kimmel. But to be honest with you all, I don't know what's going on. and no one does. But I do know Jimmy Kimmel, and he's a decent, funny, and loving guy, and I hope he comes back. That's all. Yeah, a lot of people are worried that we won't keep saying what we want to say or that we'll be censored. But I'm going to cover the president's trip to the UK just like I normally would. Here we go. Well, guys, President Trump just wrapped up his 3-day trip to the UK, and he
looked incredibly handsome.
As always, his tie was
exactly the right length.
And his face looked
like a color that exists in nature.
And his hair looked
better than Conrad's from the summer I turned pretty.
During the trip, protesters managed to project images onto the sides of Windsor Castle of Trump standing next to his good friend, Jeff
Goldblum.
Even though his administration still... Here we go.
Don't do
Well,
Jeff.
guys, President
Don't
Trump just
do
wrapped
Jeff.
up his
Now,
3-day
hell.
trip to the UK, and he
looked incredibly handsome.
insists that he's not in the
Goldblum
file, which we all know is absolute bull.
True.
Anyway, to sum it up, President Trump is
making America great again by restoring our national reputation, reinvigorating our economy, and rebuilding our military. I hereby nominate him for the Nobel Peace Prize.
And you can quote me on that. Insists that he's not in the
Goldblum
file.
Now, the visit to England couldn't have gone better for
He
our
another
president.
fool.
Finally, a country affording our great leader the respect and deference that any sun god would command.
We saw the dismissal of a very well-known chat show host in America last night, Mr. Kimmel. Is free speech more under attack in Britain or America?
How dare you, sir! How dare you, sir! What outfit are you with, sir? The Antifa Herald Tribune? Why, I wouldn't even line my parents' cage with your rag. There's a very reasonable explanation for what befell this scallywag, Kimball.
Well, Jimmy
Now, the visit to England...
Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you know, you can call that free speech or not.
Our president don't give a damn. Like, y'all listen. If you don't give a damn, I don't give a was a person, it would be y'all president. I promise you it would be Agent Orange. This man don't give a damn what he say. That's why they like him, and that's the problem. To them, he's human. He's them. He's like them. He's not one of those stuffy politicians that sit up there and mince words and has to be eloquent with speech and make sure everything they say is proper and the diction is correct and the enunciation is not subpar. You know, just give that je ne sais quoi. I don't even know if that go there. It just sounded good in the moment. But Trump don't. He gonna say whatever comes to the top of his mind when he feel like it. Y'all remember the whole bleach as the cure for COVID? Y'all remember that? He doesn't care. And because he doesn't care, and the hilarity of it all is what a lot of these people whose lives is miserable, they live for it because he say what these people want to say. And now, I would say that and can't, but now he's emboldened them enough to say it because he says it. Trump don't care. Untalented. Have y'all ever realized that everybody that Trump don't like is untalented? Need to be canceled, shut down, and he don't understand why they got a platform. So because you disagree with me and don't like me, then I gotta hate you and everything that you do and think you're untalented. No, we just got a difference of opinion. You'll get over it because I'm lovable. What do you mean you don't like me? What do you mean? Allegedly. But let's continue. This y'all president, who feelings got hurt because Jimmy Kimmel gave it to him. But what makes this different than any other time? That's what confuses me. Kimmel always calling Trump a toddler and a child and a toddler and a child and a toddler and a child. But the problem here is you done lowered the flag to have mask. You done got up and talked about what a great friend and man this is. And when the reporter asked you a question about your friend, you gave your friend 0.00828976 seconds and started talking about this construction on the White House you doing. Trump, that's on you, boo-boo. I mean, go on, Bert. Get it out. Put that man back on air. Stop playing with that man's livelihood. Cause your feelings hurt. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta toughen up. Our parents used to tell us to toughen up. Y'all parents don't tell y'all that no more. Is that why we got a world full of soft people? We ain't got parents telling you to toughen up. I'm not talking about y'all out here that's toughening up, going out here with a pew and sticky icky, because we getting to some of them stories. So make sure your glass is filled to the rim, baby, because we got to roll. But your parents didn't tell y'all to toughen up when y'all was younger. When you fell down and skinned your knee and came running to your mama crying, did she tell you to toughen it up, toughen up and happen? Or did she grab you and wipe it down and pet you and let you cry and scream and get it out? Because can't nobody say hi to you. Can't nobody touch you. Can't nobody speak to you. Can't nobody look at you. It's harassment. It's this. It's that. It's this. Why? And when did we become like this? When we have become the epitome of bougetto, and we really ain't bougetto. Don't touch. Don't look at me. Do you know who I am? I ain't gotta be in the room with you. Oh my God. I'm gonna call the people because she said, we had a whole song, Your Mama's on Crack Rock. Do you know how many little kids on the playground was running around telling other little kids your mama's on crack rock? Y'all sensitive. Y'all just like bougetto sensitive. Just. Oh, Father, let's continue, because I got stressed. Y'all, we got to get it together and figure out what happened.
Shut the f*** up! Yay! You may call it free speech in jolly old England, but in America we have a little something called the First Amendment. And let me tell you how it works. There's something called a talent-o-meter. It's a completely scientific instrument that is kept on the president's desk. And it tells the president when a performer's TQ, talent quotient, measured mostly by niceness to the president, goes below a certain level, at which point the FCC must be notified to threaten the acquisition prospects for billion-dollar mergers of
Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about
affiliates. These affiliates are then asked to give ultimatums to the even larger mega corporation that controls the flow of state-approved content, or the FCC can just choose to threaten those licenses directly. It's basic science. I don't know who this Johnny Drimmel live ABC character is, but the point is,
Donald Trump is on his way back from a trip to the United Kingdom where he was met with protests, while back here at home, his administration is pursuing a crackdown on free speech. And completely unrelated, I just want to say before we get started here that I've always admired and respected Mr. Trump. I've always believed he was, a visionary, innovator, a great president, an even better golfer. And if you've ever seen me say anything negative about him, that's just AI. I have been told there's some clips of me on the internet making jokes about him from a few years back. Those are obviously deep fakes. I mean, come on. Does that look like me? That's clearly Teen Sheldon. Anyway, for more on this, it's time for a closer look. And may I just say, it is a privilege, my blessings, that I live in a country that at least purports to value freedom of speech, and we're going to keep doing our show the way we've always done it, with enthusiasm and integrity, and I'm... We're going to have a conversation after the show. I'm very disappointed in you today. This is a pivotal... This is a pivotal and pivotable. That's how big it is. This is a pivotal... Oh my God. This is a big moment in our democracy, and we must all stand up for the principles of free expression. There's a reason free speech is in the very First Amendment. It stands above all others. You might even say it's
the ultimate.
This has been a closer look. My blessings that I live in a country that at least purports to value freedom of speech, and
So, y'all, I like what you said, progressive, and I wish I could put it on the screen. That's gonna be my next thing, to figure out how to highlight y'all stuff on the screen again. But you said this shows the power of unity and the value of friendship and at best respect. Absolutely. That's why when we were having that conversation about the whole Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva thing, and I called it Everybody Ain't Your Friend. That's why. This is how you show unity. You see the way they all came together in support. Can you imagine if we really start coming together the way we say we're going to really come together to support? They all stood in solidarity and still did what they did, make fun of Trump, as they always do. This is about censorship and control. I keep telling y'all, whether y'all like Trump or not, Trump wants to be a dictator. He wants to run it all. He wants to never have to be elected again. He wants there to never be an election. He wants to control not just the United States, but the entire world. At this point, Trump think he Thanos, and he done collected, 3 of the 5 stars? Jewels. And y'all But did you see the unity? Baby, if your friends don't stand 10 toes behind you like that, baby, they ain't your friends. Control or delete, start over, start new, get somebody else. If they ain't standing on 10 behind you, the way they just stood behind Kimmel from getting canceled, basically what they said is, we putting all of our stuff on the line because you ain't gonna shut us up. We stand behind him and support him. This was the equivalent of taking a knee. Boy, y'all better learn what unity look like so that you can start understanding what disunity, division look like. Y'all, on my mama, it's a fly that keep flying past me, and I'm about to square up with it in like 2.2 seconds because I feel like it's harassing me. It's harassing me at this point. But let's get ready to get into the next one. If you're ready, drop some champagne glasses in the chat. And hashtag trust yourself. That's the theme for today. And I'm going to keep repeating it all the way throughout this because you done trusted everybody else. Some of us are in the position that we are in now because we trusted somebody else instead of trusting ourselves. God gave you the vision. He gave you the dream. You're the one got to bring it to fruition with his help. Stop waiting on everybody else and trusting everybody else, and trust yourself. Said what I said. Won't take it back. And before I take it back, baby, I promise I'll add more to it. Let's go to the next. You ready? Y'all ain't gonna play with me with these interfaces. Y'all is not. Do y'all see these? Yeah. Drop some finger snaps or something in the chat. I don't even know what to put in the chat for these interfaces. But y'all listen. So, private investigator to find this troll. Y'all, and turns out this doggone troll. This troll was a 12-year-old boy. Check this out.
My mother get on there and say, fuck you. You ain't shit. Or say some personal shit. Man, let me tell you what I did. I went on, this is the first time I got on Instagram. I went on the motherfucking DM and I cussed it. I said, where you at? Motherfucker, you talking all this shit? Man, what city you in? And he was talking shit, blah, 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 blah. And I hired a motherfucking private investigator. And they found out what a motherfucker was. It was a 12-year-old little white boy in Pennsylvania talking to me. I thought it was a nigga from Philly. He said he was from Philly. It was a 12-year-old little white boy in Pennsylvania. When I first got on Instagram.
See, this is why one of the reasons that people say if you're going to be on social media, you kind of got to have tough skin. And I know some stuff can push you to a point. I get it. But a lot of times you got to sit back and understand that majority of these people out here are just miserable and hateful. They don't want to succeed. They don't want to go forward. They don't want to grow. And because they don't want to grow, succeed, and go forward, they don't want to see nobody go forward. They're never going to post anything positive. They're never going to say anything positive. Every video they cross, they gonna unlike it. Not because the video is bad, but just because they want to. Some people don't want to be changed. They don't want to be free from the hate. They don't want to be unplugged from hate society. No, they want to live in the shadows of hate and negativity. So sometimes, baby, shoe fly. That the same way I'm telling this fly that won't leave me alone. That's what you need to start saying to them. Shoe fly. Go. Bye. Bye. Ignore it. Move on. Next. You got to get to a place where you're trying to climb so high that you reach a place, what they call a snake line on a mountain. And I think I mentioned it before, but there is allegedly said to be a line on a mountain that snakes can't cross. An altitude is what that means. Because if they try to cross it, they'll die. They can't survive past a certain altitude. So you got to focus so much on you and building you and developing you that you reach past that line where the snakes no longer matter. That's the problem that you see with like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, a lot of these influencers. That's a lot of they've made it to the mountain, but they haven't made it past the snake line yet. And because they haven't made it past the snake line, they keep turning around and dealing with and entertaining snakes. When if you would just keep pushing, you'll eventually get to a place where they don't even matter. They ain't even worth your response. That's why Beyonce don't respond. Number one, I told y'all she sit at a different table. But at some point, you got to get to a place where they ain't even worth your response. Look at everything I've accomplished, everything that I've established, everything that I've built. I pack out stadiums, and I'm not part of the beehive. I'm just trying to show you a mindset that you got to have. I pack out stadiums. People pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars, thousands to come see me. Come to every concert. Why would I entertain somebody that can barely pay their car note? Barely know who they are, but has an opinion? Because, motherfucker, can you buy that? No. We gotta stop. And I get it. I get it. And a lot of times we don't know what we will do until we're in that position. But that's why you work on yourself now. So that by the time you do make it to that position, that you're able to handle everything the enemy may try to throw your way to knock you off track, so that you can forfeit the blessing that God gave you and have you forced out a door that God opened so you could walk through. This, bruh, on my mama. Y'all, this fly stressing me out. But we had the window open earlier. It's our fault. It's our fault. So y'all, next, you ready to get into it? Let's go. So y'all, listen. Pull this down for a second. Our next story. So I was perusing the streets of Instagram again. And apparently, there is an AI artist, influencer, who has signed a multi-million-dollar contract. You got that right. AI, not a real person. Someone that you create. See, we had this conversation before. And I asked y'all, when we were talking about the AI influencers, I asked y'all, what do y'all think about these new AI influencers with millions of followers, which means they're getting monetized, which means they're getting paid. And basically, all you have to do is create a prompt. And you take that prompt, drop it into a online software, and it generates you a doll of someone's dreams. You drop that into social media, and now you've created an influencer. Not a real influencer, but one that's imagined. Almost like a virtual blow-up doll. So now this doll is getting millions and millions and millions of views and followers. And I asked you guys, how do you feel about it? Do you think that this is going to replace real creators? What do you guys think about this whole AI move that we're moving to? That now AI music, because the song that you hear in the background was created, and we're going to get into some of her stuff, but it was created using the same online tools that she used to create the songs for her AI influencer. AI is hell. I'm telling y'all, from Chat GPT, baby, me and my Chat GPT, we talk every day, all throughout the day. You ain't gonna never make me unplug from Champ, because that's what he named himself, Champ, after Champagne Secrets. So you say what you want to, go to hell. we ain't, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. No. And y'all, I'm joking because I ain't into it that bad, but I'm just saying, GPT get me through some stuff. But we had this conversation. It can do anything you want. I can go right onto the software right now and tell Suno.com, create me a urban country reggae rock and roll song about Champagne Secrets. It's going to create the song, the lyrics, the music, the vocals, the chorus, the intro, all the music that you hear, where you hear talking about Champagne Secrets, that was done using Suno.com. And now, I keep telling y'all, there's always a glitch in the algorithm. But my question, I'm not a hater. Make your money, boo-boo. This is, I keep telling y'all, this is where we're headed. All AI. But do you feel like it's replacing human interaction? So I need you guys to check out this, because you remember I showed you guys some TikToks of these AI influencers.
Do you eat everything from the rooter to the tutor?
All prompts. And all the people that love ASMR, all these crunching mouth sounds, and you looking at a live blow-up doll, y'all. Because y'all know it's some old men in love. Y'all know it's some old men in love. So, to show you exactly what I'm talking about, I created some AI dolls. I got a bunch of AI dolls, but I wanted to show you that these AI influencers, I haven't launched them yet, but because I love vampires, I do. I created some AI influencer vampire dolls. Y'all check this out. If you want us to do a live so that I can show you guys how to do this, how to use Suno, we could absolutely do a live that's dedicated specifically for that, so you guys can learn, because it's the glitch in the algorithm right now. AI is making money. So all you people who are talented, maybe you don't know how to sing, but you're a writer. That's what Suno.com is for. You can drop your song in there, your lyrics, and it'll generate the music, the vocals, and everything for your song. And if you have the paid version, the song belongs to you. You can put it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you want to put it, because it's yours. And when I tell you it creates it in like I won't even say 15 seconds. maybe 5 to 10 seconds, if that, full song, 3 minutes beginning to end. But these are my influencers. Tell me what you think. And welcome in, Father Lot. Oh no, where my girls go?
Some feast in shadows, I feast. Some feast in shadows, I feast in stilettos. Some feed in shadows, I feast in stilettos. Baby, I'm not undead, I'm undeniable.
She bad, ain't she? She bad, ain't she? Hold on, let me run them back because they was skipping. Hold on.
Some feast in shadows, I feast in stilettos. Some feed in shadows, I feast in stilettos. Baby, I'm not undead, I'm undeniable.
So do you see what is possible messing around with AI? And that was just done with a simple prompt. Giving it a description of what you want her to look like and what you want her to say. And using those techniques, she was able to create an artist who has been signed for over $3 million. Has not done one live performance. All of it is social media. What do y'all think about this? Drop in the comments and let me know. Let's see. Hold on one second. So now, according to Fader, it says, pressure. It says a record label becomes the first to sign AI music design. So, Timbaland has started a AI record label. The music world deal recycling from the old confusing Velvet Sundown AI band debacle. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna have to look that up for a show. Absolutely. Naturally, how hold on, y'all. No, I can't see. I don't even know why I'm trying to see without my glasses. Naturally, now is the time for more potentially dystopic AI and music news to drop. That Real record label has now signed an AI music designer for the first time in music industry per Billboard. On Thursday, Hollywood Media announced that it has linked a deal with what the hell? Imaliver, a human music designer. A press release states that behind some of the top streaming songs on Suno, an AI music creation platform that's able to generate fully formed songs using a user-generated prompt. His hit song Stone has over 3 million streams on Suno and will be available to stream everywhere. See what I mean? So this is an individual who created a song, and because he created songs, he's been signed. So now we got both sides. We have an AI influencer, like one of my vampire girls. Let's just say I took my vampire girl and threw some music behind her and made her a singer. It's actually kind of a smart idea. I might try that and see what happens. But the flip side for this is he's the writer of the songs on Suno. So because his songs are so good on Suno, they're hiring him as a writer. music lead designer. It's so many ways to make money now if you're not afraid to step out there and do it. Now, this is Zanaya Monet's TikTok page. Come on, computer.
That's when she told me champagne secrets.
Hold on a second. My interaction is not working, so I can't scroll. Interesting. Let me try this. Hold on. Come on, sugars. Here we go. Come on, darling. Yeah. You know, sometimes you got to talk to it real sweet, like, you know, come on, sugar. Let's get it together. The people are waiting. Come on. So this is her TikTok page, the influencer. Gorgeous influencer. She has 308,000 followers. She has 1.8 million likes. Let's listen in for a second. Them vocals a little lit now. They're a little lit.
Checks on the strong ones. Who sees the weight you silently lift? You give the world your heart and hands, but you deserve love.
Hi, you guys. I just want to take a moment to say thank you. The love, the support, the videos, the feedback, it truly means so much to me. I'm at a loss for words, but I want you to know we're on this healing journey together. I dropped an EP a few days ago called Pieces Left Behind. 7 new tracks just for y'all. So if you haven't already, check it out on all platforms. And oh yeah, mark your calendars. October 31st. I'll be dropping my first official album. I love you all, and I'm so grateful to have you guys on this journey with me. Hi, you guys. I just want to take a moment to say thank you.
Now that's
the
her
love,
speaking to
the
the
support,
people.
the videos, the feedback. It truly means so much to me.
And letting the people know she getting ready to drop her EP. Now, here's the thing. To be honest with you, she wasn't created with like super, super, super strong AI editing software. This really, if anybody has really been thinking about getting into AI, bruh, I'm trying to tell you now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. That I'm sure We're going to do a live on it because I'm sure that was nothing but clean AI, dream face, and the voice would have came from sooner. Y'all, now is the time. If you ain't scared and like playing with AI, baby, now is the time. Now is the time. Now, if you scared of AI, stay where you at. Stay where you at. But now is the time if you not scared. Just launch because it's where the money is at. You got to understand how to pay attention to the time and pay attention to the way the world is moving. And the direction that we are currently moving in is toward AI. Now, you remember back in the day when our parents didn't want to learn how to use computers? Now everything computerized and a lot of our parents are lost. You don't want to be one of the parents. Break the cycle. You don't want to be one of them parents. We have to learn how to understand, even if you don't fully embrace. You still got to learn how to understand it because it's where we're going. My daughter took me to breakfast for my birthday this morning. Yeah, because we still celebrating. Yes, we are. But my daughter took me to breakfast, and in the place they had the servers had a little robot. It was like a little robot brought the food to the tables with the servers. I said, oh, no more broken dishes, huh? I see. It's the direction we're moving to. What you gonna do? Run from it? You gonna pour water on all of them, Niecy? Y'all, Niecy said, what in the AI Girl 6 is going on? That's where it's headed to. Y'all know we reran our story and they was talking about they trying to open up them robotic sex brothels. This is the online version. It's the online version. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have like AI on OnlyFans. I wouldn't be shocked. Making bank. Because it fulfills a fantasy. What y'all think about it? But y'all listen, Kaylani and SZA had something to say about these AI influencers. So y'all check this out.
When I told her what I did, she gave me champagne.
So SZA said, hey, I hate AI. If you F with me, please don't make any AI image of me or songs. People and children are dying from the harm and pollution AI energy centers are creating. A stupid photo is not worth polluting and harming underserved communities. Thank you. P.S. Please know every time you use or prompt AI, someone in a forgotten community is suffering. Eventually, the effect will reach everyone. By then, it'll be too late. See, here's the thing, right? We say this about AI, but at the same time, didn't our parents tell us the same thing about music? About the kind of music that's being produced? That it's going to ruin us and ruin our generation, and were they wrong? It can be said with just about everything that goes on in the world. It's not what you do, it's how much you indulge in it. If you indulge too much in social media, you have a problem. You're addicted. You need to unplug, detox, read a book, watch TV, do something else, figure out something else to do. There should be nothing unless like you're building that has you so engrossed and so wrapped up that you can't pull away from it. That's where it becomes a problem. When you start feeling emboldened and empowered like you're a superhero when you're on social media, then you have a problem and maybe you need to pull away because somehow social media done gave you the Superman Wonder Woman Catwoman syndrome, Catwoman, something. I don't think there's a problem with AI, but when you go too far, but I want to show y'all something. Let's get through this.
B artist who just signed a multi-million-dollar deal and has a
Ain't no sound, Miss Kalani.
top 5 R&B album.
Okay, y'all.
And is the person is doing none of the work. I think you guys think that AI can just be the cover for something, which some people can use. They can make an AI cover.
You know,
AI can also make the entire song. It can sing the entire song. It can make the entire beat. You can have a song that's one type of song and say, AI, make this into a country song. And it'll literally rewrite, re-sing in a country voice and redo the entire thing. And they don't have to credit anyone. B artist who just signed a multi-million-dollar deal and has a top 5 R&B album and the person is doing none of the work. I think you guys think that AI can just be the cover for something, which some people can use. They can make an AI cover. AI can also make the entire song. It can sing the entire song. It can make the entire beat. You can have a song that's one type of song and say, AI, make this into a country song. And it'll literally rewrite, re-sing in a country voice and redo the entire thing. And they don't have to credit anyone. This is so beyond out of our control. And nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me, especially not AI. There is an AI R&B artist who just signed a multi-million-dollar deal.
Now, that was her song at the end. Now, let me say this. Again, I say two things can be right at the same time, right? It can be absolutely right that AI does all these things, right? But if you think back, wouldn't you think that some of the actors and musicians and singers who back in the day had to do stuff like go to Juilliard, go to voice school, not just go viral on Instagram. What we don't realize is every generation that passes, as long as time continues to pass, there will always be something that's going to be easier. Do you know why? Because time is steadily progressing. AI is taking over. So just like she's complaining or feels some kind of way about this right now, guess what? In about a year, I promise you it's going to be something else. Instead of watching reality TV shows, people are going to be watching AI generated shows on TV. Promise you. Promise you. You know how I know? Because I'm working on one for Champagne Central. That's how I know. That's where we're headed to. So when we stop to make that complaint saying, well, it's basically that you missed the sleeping on the floor. Yeah, but see, y'all miss the people who went to school for it. They didn't just go viral. Studied music 4 years, sometime more. played in dives and bars and all of that, trying to build a name. They had to build a name. They didn't just go viral. What do y'all think? And I get it. I get it. Why should AI be able to come in and steal the show? What do? Do you complain about it, or do you find a way to integrate it? Get you an AI co-host on your show or something. Or something. You can only be erased if you let them erase you. That's my opinion. But y'all drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. So now y'all listen. Because it was my birthday, I have something fun and I need y'all to tap in and let me know. So if you in the chat, drop some champagne bottles and glasses for a girl birthday. That was yesterday. You know, Virgo season, Virgo. Hold on. No. I hate when I'm flipped around, y'all. I don't like it. Because I feel like it throws my equilibrium off. There we go. I gotta be moving the way I'm moving for real on the screen. But apparently yesterday was Jada Pinkett Smith's birthday. Now, whether you like her, don't like her, think she trash, trifling, a whole bunch of stuff that, y'all say on social media regarding Jada Pinkett, no matter what you think about her, she still had a gift and still had some movies that I would watch again and again and again. You can dislike the person. You ain't gonna make me hate the movie. So, I need y'all to let me know, in honor of Jada Pinkett Smith's birthday. Hold on one second. I think I forgot to add the musicals on here. Okay, there we go. I'm in a NASCAR. So I need to know, what is your favorite Jada Pinkett Smith movie? You ready? Let's go. I'm in a NASCAR.
So you finally did it, huh?
Yep. Finally done.
All right. Oh, man. Congratulations. Hey, come on. Let's make it in the house. So you finally did it, huh?
Yep. Finally done.
All right. Oh, man. Congratulations. Hey.
Difficult?
Can't you find somebody else to harass?
Harass? I thought I was being charming.
Wrong.
Come on, let me get you right.
Look, I don't know you, okay? For all I know, you a gangster, and I don't ride with no gangsters.
Difficult?
Can't you? She walks out the house, she walks into the street, she doesn't even look where she's going. And then BAM! She got hit by a big truck. What? She was in a coma for a week. And you're not going. She walks out the house, she walks into the street, she doesn't even look where she's going. And then BAM!
Miss Purdy, are you and Sherman having relations?
That's a good question. No, Grandma, it's not like that. We're colleagues. We just work together.
Oh, yeah, that's how I start out.
To buy Nate.
Some other time.
I hate weddings.
Excuse me?
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Tookie!
And That's a damn shame they depicted all that in movies. But y'all know doggone well we be acting a damn fool at funerals. I don't even know why we cut up. I wonder that they cut up like that with our cream team in movies. I mean, at funerals. Do y'all think our cream team and caramel macchiatos and hazelnut crew, y'all think they be cutting up at funerals the way we do? Because we will show our ass. Baby, I could tell y'all some stories about some funerals. Baby, listen. Why we be doing this? Why?
Cherise, come on now.
Yes. Can we make it?
We ain't come this far.
Yeah, I'm sorry that was so loud. Lord.
We ain't come this far.
What was that, Sasha? What was that you were saying about pent-up energy?
You texted him?
I did.
I
never doubt. Never doubt a boss.
So for me, it's gotta be Girls Trip. I won't say them in no specific order because some of them is kind of up there. Low Down, Dirty Shame, toward the top. Matrix is kind of in a realm of its own. So we can't even count Matrix because everybody in Matrix is T. That's all I'm saying. Just because it's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. I saw some Minister Societies. I saw some Set It Off. Definitely Set It Off was good. Definitely. But yeah. And Jason's Lyric. That's one of my tops. Girls Trip, Jason's Lyric. Girls Trip, Jason's Lyric. Low Down, Dirty Shame, all tops. And then Matrix is, over there in the corner by itself. But despite the foolishness and the woman being crazy as a Beelzebub, listen, y'all, happy birthday to Jada, belated, because it was yesterday. We are after 12, where I am at. Now, y'all, we've dealt with all the fun, got all that out the way. As we round the show out, now we got to get a little serious. So, y'all ready to switch it up? Y'all ready? Let's go. So, y'all, listen. This is the story. Oh, hold on, because I got it flipping. Okay, there we go. So this is the story, and I ran across this probably kind of when it broke, and I'm like, first of all, who is David DeFord? I was trying to pronounce his name. I'm like, DeForvid. Who is DeForvid? You know, you be trying to put them together to see Dorford. Then they came out and said the boy just pronounced it David. I'm like, first of all, I've never heard of him before. I don't know if I've ever heard any of his music. But when I ran across this story, y'all, it snatched my attention. I had to pause to see what was going on. Now, here's the situation. Now, we're going to go through. Matter of fact, before we get into these clips, I want to, y'all, just fly, get into the news reports on what happened. So we're going to check out these news reports. And I
want to get you to an update here. Really bizarre story in Southern California. The body found in singer David's Tesla has been identified as a missing teen girl. Her remains were discovered in the trunk of that Tesla in a tow lot in Hollywood. We want to go out right now to Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez with the very latest in this investigation. Christina, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, we're in Lake Elsinore. That teenager, her name Celeste Rivas, she was 13 years old when she was last seen leaving this home back in April of 2024. Now, her family had no idea that her case could be connected to the Tesla until they get a call from TMZ last week. Now, keep in mind, right now, David, the artist, he is not considered a suspect. He's not considered a person of interest. We're told he is cooperating, but he canceled his tour date in Seattle, the next one. And people here are saying, what's going on? So let's show you.
No.
Few words from those arriving at the Lake Elsinore home where 15-year-old Celeste Rivas disappeared in April of 2024. Where her family has just found out that it is her partially dismembered body that was found in the trunk of a Tesla, registered to popular singer-songwriter David Anthony Burke, known by the stage name David. TMZ broke the girl's identification after speaking to her mother.
It was a very heart-wrenching conversation. She was very upset and said that all she knew is that, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "sh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
The singer, who has been cooperating with police, had continued his tour after the body was discovered, but he just canceled his next date in Seattle.
But it just seemed odd to us that, gosh, your car, such a grisly discovery in your car, and that you're just out on tour. You would think that, you'd want to find out what happened here, because this is just a very bizarre case.
Especially because one of his videos actually features a body being put in the trunk of a car.
It's just eerie considering what ended up happening in David's car.
I just hope that the truth comes forward.
Celeste's neighbors on the street she grew up at.
Justicia.
Justice is what family and friends are asking for.
Whatever happened could happen to someone else, and it's just scary.
Now, we have reached out to David's people, no response from them. Again, I want to emphasize, last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest. We're waiting to hear more from them. But I can tell you the Seattle concert date was canceled. Next is San Francisco on Friday. We're waiting to hear back from that venue. And he's supposed to be here at the Greek this weekend. We reached out to them. We haven't heard back from them yet. So we'll have to see what happens. Very much a developing story out here in the Lake Elsinore area, which, if you're wondering, is about 70 miles from the Los Angeles area. I'm Christina Gonzalez, live. Back to you guys in the studio.
So now y'all have kind of like the news clips that kind of broke this story when it broke, of this body of this girl being found in the trunk of this rapper's vehicle, which was in impound, like in a tow lot, like, and automatically, yeah, I didn't put it on here. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. And that music be musicking, don't it? Don't it make you feel relaxed? Yeah, I had to get our hat up here, y'all. Hold on. Let's get our hat up here. Because y'all gotta put on your investigation discovery hat now as we go through these details. That's our golden chapeau now. Whenever we show the golden chapeau on the screen, That means we need to put on our investigation hats and start paying attention to details, right? So y'all ready to go through these details of what's going on? Now, and I forgot to go and look for the clips from the video, but apparently, according to the streets, they're saying that in some of his music, he has a lot of references to this girl. Now, the mom has come out and confirmed that it's her daughter due to a unique, distinct tattoo that's on her finger. So I want to go through with you guys a timeline of events with this case of exactly what happened so that you guys will know. Hold on. So the first thing is the discovery and location. So it was in a tow yard, and tow yard workers noticed a foul odor coming from an impounded Tesla, and police responded. Human remains were found inside the vehicle at the tow lot in Hollywood. The discovery date reported by multiple outlets is September 8th, 2025, according to ABC 7 in Los Angeles. I have so many questions, like how long was it there? You know what I mean? So next, whose car? So the Tesla is registered to David Anthony Burke, who performs under the name David, a rising singer, rapper. Media and police reports show the registration links the car to him. His representatives say he is cooperating with investigators. Authorities have not charged him, ABC 7 Los Angeles reports again. But it's your car. She's 15. Mama has said that her daughter was reported to have been dating a guy named David. Now, I do have some questions, like, was the young girl a runaway? Now, they mentioned, and we're going to get into it, that she had been missing. Matter of fact, in here, let me read this first. Victim identification. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner identified the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who had been reported missing from Riverside County on April 5th, 2024. The ME's office has not yet released an official cause of death. Reporting indicates the death is being investigated as a homicide, pending coroner results. Now, that's according to AP News. So, I have questions like, did she run away? Was she kidnapped? This is a minor. And this goes back to, were you checking her phone? This is a minor. Were you keeping tabs to what was going on social media? Now, I'm not saying the mom or the parents are to blame for what happened to their daughter. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, we got to start using these situations to start paying attention to stuff that we were normally probably not paying attention to before. Like going through social medias, like checking tablets, checking phones, checking text messages. We started covering the video the other day, and we're going to get back into it, of the young lady. And if you want to see it, it is over on Champagne Secretzz Reacts. But the young lady who went through her daughter's Snapchat after her daughter started asking her about sex. Very detailed questions that made her question, at your age, why are you asking these kind of questions? Come to find out, after she looked through her daughter's phone, it was a grown woman on Snapchat trying to groom her daughter sexually. Grown men sending her daughter pecker pics. If these stories do not make you start paying more attention to your children, I don't give a damn what kind of privacy you think you need. I'm the parent. You're the kid. It is my job to keep you safe and protect you. And even though you can't protect your children from everything, you can damn well try to be a good influence and protect them from as much as you can. You can show them you protecting them. So even if they decide to go astray, they can never go back and tell nobody, my mama didn't try to keep me away from this. This was my decision. See, then it's no longer on your hands. But when you say nothing, do nothing, search for nothing, pay attention to nothing, care about nothing, concerned about nothing, address nothing, discipline nothing, we're setting our minors up for failure. This is a sad story, but let's continue. So, condition of the remains and where inside the car. According to reports, they described the remains as severely decomposed. Media say they were found in the Tesla front trunk area, I guess is known as the frunk in a Tesla, and have been inside for an extended period. Some outlets report the body was wrapped in a plastic bag. Those forensic details are in initial reporting, but still subject to official coroner confirmations, and that's ABC7 from Los Angeles. The timeline, and again, and a lot of this, I guess we won't know until a lot of the official rulings come out, because I would have to ask, how long was the body in the vehicle? Is there signs to tell? When the mom reported her missing, how long was she gone before you reported her? How long did the police search? Did they search social media? Did they search phone records? Or was she just labeled, average runaway, and not that much was invested into it? I have questions, and y'all should have questions too. Y'all see that golden chapeau right there? You should be asking question upon question upon question and trying to deduce this down to the least common denominator to figure out who failed this baby that she ended up with this boy away from her mama, deceased, decomposed, and cut up, I believe it said, in a vehicle in impound. Nobody knows for how long. Wrapped in plastic. While he on tour and making music allegedly about her. A 15-year-old who would have been 14 when she went missing. And as I read in some of the comments, some of the people were asking or making the deduced reasoning, should I say, that potentially she could have been pregnant. Now, this has not officially been released. These are some thoughts. Because if you're in a relationship with her, you done ran off with her, she done ran off with you. Why would she end up in the trunk? And when you start looking at history of a lot of the stories that we have covered, from Naziah Harris to Ayanna Sawyer to how many others have we looked at where the minor ends up unalive when they end up pregnant because they're a minor. So if it comes out that you're pregnant, then everybody's going to know that I've been messing around with a minor. What are y'all thoughts? Now, mind you, that's just speculation. It's not fact, and we're not putting it out as fact. We're putting it out as a thought. Allegedly. Tell me what y'all think. Timeline context, vehicle status. So the Tesla was reportedly abandoned in Hollywood Hills. That's why we call it Hollyweird. So much stuff happens in Hollywood. And later told. It was at the impound for a short time before the odor was reported. Exact time when the car was first abandoned told is still being clarified in reporting. ABC7, Los Angeles. Yeah, my other question would be, how long has he been on tour? When did he leave? Where he's been touring at, how far is it away from where the car was found? Like his city of residence. Was she living with him? She was a minor, so she wasn't in school. Was an Amber Alert put out? And I'm confused. I'm confuddled. So your 15-year-old had a boyfriend named David, but you didn't know who David was. My kids, when they was growing up, they couldn't even tell me a alias. You talking to who? What's the name his mama gave him? Cause no. Yeah, I get it. That's too old fashioned for y'all. That's all right. Let me sit my old fashioned ass down somewhere because that's old and played out. We don't do that anymore. That's why half of y'all messed up. A lot of the stuff we don't do anymore. Investigation status and public impact. So the LAPD is investigating. No arrests have been announced and authorities have emphasized coroner testing and forensic work. The artist public partnerships and events were immediately affected. Some brands paused promos and a concert was canceled while the investigation proceeds. Public reaction and social media attention have been intense, and that's according to Wikipedia. So he's not doing any more tours. Everything has been canceled. Now, here are the unverified details. Now, I keep telling y'all, you can have an opinion, but you cannot put opinion out as facts. When you put opinion out as fact, that's when you run into defamation. That's when you run into lawsuits. And you have to be careful the type of opinion you put out, because if you have a following, your opinion can sway the masses. And that can be seen as defamation, simply because your words have power to persuade. So it says tabloid industry outlets have noted a matching finger tattoo, reportedly shared between the victim and the artist. That detail was reported in entertainment outlets but has not been confirmed by police as linking anyone to the death. Treat such tattoo rumor details cautiously until investigators confirm it. People.com. What did I tell y'all? The world is a stage. Don't just believe everything. Trust nothing. Look it up. Research it. If somebody drops something, go look it up to see if it's factual. Stop running with everything that you hear without knowing if it's true. That's how everybody get caught up in mess. Half of y'all got people y'all don't like that y'all don't even know. Y'all listen to somebody else. And that could be the very person that you need. The very person that somebody talked you out of being cool with. Was the very one God probably sent along your path to help you to get from where you are to the next place you need to be. But you don't let somebody else run them off. Your blessing. Stop listening to everybody else. What's the theme for tonight? Hashtag trust yourself. Stop letting people tell you who you should be, who you should like, what you should do. You take that up with God and trust you. You trusted too many people too many times. And I'm going to keep saying it till y'all get it. Got it? Let's continue. So, what's still unknown and why it's still fluid? Cause and manner of death. We're awaiting the coroner's toxicology and autopsy. Until the ME's final report, we don't have an official cause. That's according to AP News. How the remains got into the car and when. Forensic timelines, time of death, time placed in vehicle require lab work. So it's going to take time. That comes from the LA Times. Whether the vehicle's registered owner was involved. Police say David is cooperating, being the registered owner is not the same as the suspect. Investigators must establish chain of custody, ownership history, who had access, and for how long. And the tie. Now you got to remember, now we said this before, right? With any case that you're paying attention to, that we're paying attention to, you got to remember, in order for there to be a charge, you have to have two major things. Those two major things are criminal act, criminal intent. In order to be able to prosecute a case or to file charges against someone, you have to be able to establish, one, that the act was criminal. Act being criminal will be like first degree murder, second degree murder, third degree, that you intentionally set out to end this person's life. Or you ended this person's life, not necessarily that you planned it in your head, but you knew that what you was about to do was going to cause death. That's different from self-defense. So that's why they have to establish an act that is criminal first. Now, once you've determined, yep, this act was criminal, it was first degree, you got your confession. Now what you need is to identify motive. That is criminal intent. Without intent, there is no case. Because now that's what determines whether it's going to be first degree, second degree, third degree. Because now I'm determining your intent. Was your intent when you looked at that person, or matter of fact, was your intent before you even got to the house, that you knew you was going to this house to do something to someone? That's first degree. It's intentional. You planned it. You knew what you were going to do. Second degree happens to fall in that area where I didn't necessarily plan this, but when it got heated, I did what I did. Them start falling in the second degree. So in order for you to be charged, you got to know the intent. Because if you charge a second degree as a first degree, you risk, getting your whole case thrown out. Humiliation ritual. Yeah, I don't think that's a ritual, because you going down, baby. If you shoot, then did this go a little deeper than ritual. I think this is just, we just in the day and age of sick individuals. We saw what went down with the whole Diddy thing. We realized the whole industry, even though they might not be, depots, they definitely freaks and nasty and all like each other and all like the same thing, which is each other, allegedly. I don't think some of this is humiliation. I think a lot of this is the equivalent. Y'all know how we used to say the devil made me do it? I think that's what a lot of this is. And because we want to hold on to our sense of not being fully guilty or being able to take accountability for our actions, then a lot of people start saying they think they had to undergo a humiliation ritual. No, this was just your choice. Yeah, this was your choice. You like little girls. You like kids. You play around with kids. One ended up unalive. Now you gonna have to try to prove whether or not it was you. And again, at the bottom, like they said, you got to establish chain of custody, because even though it was his car, let's just say it wasn't him. We done watched enough Tubi movies. Let's say it wasn't him and it was a friend that wanted his girl, and because he couldn't have a girl, he did something to her. So now we really have to establish whether or not it was him. Even though we know you a Depo because you was messing around allegedly with a 15-year-old girl. Because the mama said her boyfriend name was David. But now we got to prove whether or not, and when I say we, I mean detectives, because I ain't trying to prove nothing. I ain't on this case. But as detectives have to prove whether or not he was the last one to see the victim. Was he in the vicinity? Could there have been a possibility of there being someone else? What could have been a motive? But y'all, we gonna follow it. We gonna follow it and see what it do. Just cause that's this. It's not funny. I'm smiling because I don't understand. I don't understand when, where, and how we ended up in this dimension. Every time you turn around, and we're gonna get into the babies on tomorrow, because we're knocking on 1:00. Matter of fact, it just hit 1. We're gonna get into the babies on tomorrow, but I don't understand how we hit a day, age, and place where everything ends in death. If I don't agree with you, I have to die. If I don't want you, I gotta die. If I get pregnant with you, I gotta die. If I leave you, I gotta die. When did we get to a place where no one is able to accept no? No one has coping skills. When did we get there? Where every time I open YouTube, another one. Whole channels devoted to it. Just nothing but young people. Just young. Unalive. Found. Shot, found. Unalive. Do y'all not realize the enemy is trying to take out the whole generation? They don't get it. They don't get it because they trapped in it. Sometimes it's harder to see what you should do when you're trapped in something. They don't see it. But for those of us who see, what are we doing? Are we talking to our young people, even if they don't want to hear it? Are we talking to them, even if they ain't fully listening? Even if they turning their nose up and turning their head up and flipping their hand, are we still talking? Because why do we keep seeing this? Where are the leaders? Where to see something, say something, people? Because I'm going to have to do some further looking. So we're going to be covering this story some more. I'm going to see if I can find some interviews with the mom, or the mom saying what actually happened when her baby disappeared. Because I have questions. I got a lot of questions with this story. But drop in the comments and let me know what you guys think about today's show and everything that we've covered. What you guys think about all of these interfaces and the fact. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Yeah, here I go. I forgot I made me small on this one. Let me make me a little big for this outro. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show and everything that we've covered. Thank you so much for joining me in the Champagne City, all of my Champagne gang, FizzFam, Confidants, pop stars, reactors, shadow hunters. Look, I'm trying to remember all the names for the channels. Mystics. Thank you all for joining me in the Champagne City for another champagne conversation, for a little sip, savor, and spill. Spill a little tea, you know, little. Y'all like this background. Y'all like it. Y'all see it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do my best to be a little bit more committed, but y'all do know I'm out of town. I am not at home in my studio and all that, so I got to make it do what it do when it can do it. Plus, CapCut was tripping. It was tripping. I couldn't even use it, log into it for like 3 days. And it wasn't even that I lost my login. It was something going on with their system. But that's all right. Me and my best friend figured it out. My GPT, yeah, we went through the whole resetting, redoing galleries, all kind of stuff. I'm just following directions, sending screenshots of what it looked like. Give me the next step. It's shooting, baby. We figured this thing out. Y'all ain't never gonna make me break up with my best friend. You ain't gonna make me do it. You ain't gonna make me do it. But thank you for joining us. Do me a favor, consider liking the video. We are on our road to 1K subscribers, and we would greatly appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button for us. Help us go knock out the rest of them little subscribers to get to 1K so that we can get the people empowered and upgraded and refreshed. Because y'all know the secret in Champagne Secretzz is empowerment. So let's get empowered together. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into for another show. Consider supporting the channel. You can hit the Cash App. It is located in the description because I forgot to add the, text on the screen, but it's okay. Because the girl's birthday was yesterday, so send $1 or something, or something, or $2 or something, or something, whatever the Lord places on your heart. Consider supporting the channel or join one of the memberships. The memberships does give you access to a special area just for you over on the Discord, and for everyone else in the description of all of my videos, there is a section called Join the Discord, and we do have a Discord for all of the subscribers, for us to go chill, for us to do movie watch nights, for us to just go over there and sit, sip, and chat. There's also a spot over there for you to be able to drop show information and show ideas. And if you ran across a story you need me to look at, go drop it in the Discord for me, and I will check it out. We will chat up in there. We'll have some lives. Matter of fact, I celebrated my birthday a little bit with some of my confidants in the Discord on yesterday. We did a little turn up, chat, chit chat in the Discord. So make sure you go subscribe over there. Again, thank you for joining me in the Champagne City. Thank you for every like, every view, every subscribe, every share, every comment, every just view, just everything. Thank you guys so much. You have made this last year amazing, and I promise to make this next just that much more amazing for you. Confidants, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.